smoked salmon, okay, the first thing that you want to do is to remove the pin bones. Now, what's happening more and more and more is that these pin bones are being removed by machine in the factories, alright? This one here has had its pin bone removed in the factory. But again, you need to be aware of it and don't take it for granted that the pin bones have been removed. You need to go and check and double check to make sure. Getting into the carving. Now what we want to do is, I'm right-handed, okay? So I'm going to be going from right to left, alright? If you're left-handed, you know what way you're going to do it. Now the first thing that you want to do is there is a hard skin on the outside of the salmon where it's being smoked, okay? That skin needs to come off first of all. Now, do not remove the skin completely all at once. What you do is, when you're carving your salmon, you take off as much of the skin as you actually need to the amount of salmon that you're going to carve. Get your knife and you just want to run it under the skin, like so. Do not put any pressure on it. What you're looking for when you're carving, okay, is a long continuous motion from your elbow down. What you're doing is you're carving the actual fish. You're not hacking the fish. So again, getting the blade in just barely under the skin. The surface skin has been created from the smoking process. So we can just continue on here and all the way down like so. Again, that's it. Now again, like that. So basically you're carving here all the way down to the tail, alright? So make sure that you get off the excess like so. Now this is, it is a gentle process, okay? The reason being is because the salmon itself is a very delicate product. So you do not want to come in heavy-handed in any shape or form when you're actually doing the carving, because what's going to happen is you're just going to hack the meat. Simple as that. You're going to hack the flesh and completely destroy it. Okay, so I think we have enough trimmings off here. Now, when you're carving the smoked salmon, remember to use a smooth-edged blade. The reason that you're going to use a smooth-edged blade is because if you use a serrated edge, all that you're going to do is tear the flesh on the salmon. The smooth edge of the blade helps everything to transition nicely in regards to carving. But if you can visualize a serrated edge, all the serrated edge realistically is going to do is just tear the flesh apart on the salmon. And the flesh on the salmon is so delicate anyway that if you use a serrated edge, like I said, you're just going to have. Now, during the carving process, you're going to get down to what we call the brown meat. Remember to cut the brown meat out from the salmon. This is the area where the blood has gathered after the salmon has been slaughtered. So remember to cut that brown meat out because A, it doesn't look good, and B, it doesn't taste great either. So just cut it out before you put it onto a plate, and it makes for a good presentation as well. Now that you've seen how to carve the smoked salmon, what I want to do is just show you a quick way how to present it. Now, I'm going to be doing it with traditional brown bread. That's okay, but I also wanted to serve a little bit of a dressing with it. So instead of just serving a straightforward lemon wedge or something like that, I'm putting together a little dressing which is of creme fraiche, finely chopped green end of a spring onion, some whole capers, and the zest of a lemon. Now I'm going to mix all this together. It's very straightforward, it's very easy, and when I have the whole thing prepared and I'm ready to plate the smoked salmon, I'll bring you back. Now that you know how to carve the smoked salmon, let's get ready for plating. Now all I've done is I've just cut a couple of slices of smoked salmon here, and then I've just laid them out flat here. So what I want to do now is I'm just rolling the smoked salmon like so, and what we're left with is a nice little rosette of smoked salmon. So there's one rosette, and I want to make one smaller. So once again, smoked salmon down and lay the edge out towards you like that, and very simply just start to roll up towards the top, and then just lift up and separate out the slice of smoked salmon, and that becomes a rosette. But I'm not finished yet. What I want to do is finish off, if you remember the dressing that we made earlier, so I'm going to just finish that off now. So I have some fresh basil pesto here, as you can see, and I just want to put this in the center, just like that. And then if you remember earlier on the dressing that we made, well, what we did was we froze that, and we made an ice cream out of it. So what we have here is smoked salmon rosettes with fresh basil pesto and a caper and lemon ice cream. Shape that up and just put it in the center like that, and then I'm just going to grate a little bit of lemon zest over the plate. There's no need to serve a lemon wedge with this because there's lemon in the actual ice cream, if you remember. And that's it. So if you wanted to do something special for Christmas or special for any time with smoked salmon, you can't get much easier than that. Straightforward. Just remember to freeze the creme fraiche. Give it a stir every 15 minutes or so until it's at the right consistency.